Hello, you guys. I am filming this right after filming the last Mine video. I did not realize that was so short, but that's why this is getting posted the same day. So, this is also the finale of Best Friends, which is really sad, but I'm going to be starting, forever from the same author. So don't worry, we'll be getting more of their amazing stories. But anyway, let's get into the video. I love you guys so much, and please enjoy. Toodles. Ryan takes a sip of her coffee. While reading through her notes, she picks up her highlighter to mark the important information she needs to study for her English test at the end of the week. Currently, Ryan is sitting in Twigs Bros Coffee, waiting for Kenny to arrive. They planned a study date a few days ago, and something came up that Kenny needed to take care of first. She doesn't mind, though. It gives her time to figure out what stuff they need to study before he gets here. Shuffling in the booth in front of her makes her smile. Hey, Ken, you ready to study? Her face snaps up to her handsome boyfriend's face, but she's shocked to see brown eyes staring at her instead. Oh, hi, Jimmy. Jimmy flashes the girl a bright smile. Hey, Ryan. Clyde sits at the booth, a couple rows away, watching Ryan and Jimmy. Craig sits in front of him, staring at his boyfriend behind the counter. Craig glances at Clyde's excited face, starting to feel annoyed. What the fuck are you doing? Helping Jimmy get a girlfriend so they can go on double dates with Bebe and I. Since you and Token refuse to take your partners on double dates with us anymore, Clyde answers smugly. Craig deadpans at the answer. You two just make out the whole time. It's stupid. Nuh-uh, Clyde protests, crossing his arms. We do not. Yes, you do. Craig shakes his head at Clyde's stupidity. You're going to get Jimmy killed, you know. Clyde waves his hands in dismissal. Stan's pretty much said he's okay with Jimmy dating his sister. First of all, I'm not talking about Stan. Second, he didn't say Jimmy could date YN. He said Jimmy could take her to prom. Details. Clyde shrugs his shoulders. And who else are you talking about? The bell chimes, making both the boys' heads turn to see Kenny walk in. He has his hand in his pockets and his bag slung over his shoulder, and a carefree smile on his face. His smile turns to a frown when he sees Jimmy flirting with his girlfriend. This fucker. Craig glances at Clyde. Him. Clyde swiftly stands up and holds a palm to the flat of Kenny's chest, and he walks by. Kenny, my man. Not in the mood, Clyde. Move. Kenny glares at Clyde and smacks his arm away. Come on, I know you're protective of your best friend, and I respect that, but you can't go around scaring off dudes trying to get with her. Holy shit. Sit down. Sit the fuck down, dumbass. Craig scolds Clyde, yanking him into the booth with himself. He's getting sick of watching Clyde be an idiot. His eyes flicker up, meeting Kenny's briefly. Jimmy and Clyde share one brain cell. Forgive them for being stupid. Thanks, Kenny says, giving Craig a nod of approval. Clyde gawks at his longtime friend. Why did you do that? I know you were busy trying to get your dick wet, but how the fuck did you miss Kenny and YN making out at prom? I'd be pissed as fuck if Jimmy was flirting with Tweak. Clyde's eyes widen at the news, and he grabs the front of Craig's hoodie. Kenny and YN are dating? Since when? Craig shrugs his shoulders, shoving Clyde out of the booth and onto his ass. Don't know. Now fuck off. Go bother someone else. Craig gets up out of the booth and walks up to the counter to talk to Tweak. What's up? YN smiles kindly at the boy in front of her. She glances down at her notes again, hoping to finish getting getting everything ready for when Kenny gets here. The sooner they finish their study, the sooner they can go back to her place and cuddle, or maybe more. Jimmy admires Wyan's beauty, how beautiful her smile is, how gorgeous her eyes are, how her gorgeous eyes shine when she is excited about something, and how nice her body is. He thinks back to the advice Clyde gave him just before they got to the coffee shop. Chicks love pickup lines. Bebe likes flirty ones, but I think Wyan would be more into sweet or funny ones. Bebe makes her seem pretty innocent. Gulping back his nerves, Jimmy grabs Wyan's free hand across the table. Did the sun come out, or did you just smile at me? Wyan blinks in shock, her eyes snapping up to meet Jimmy's, then down at her, his hand holding hers. Did he just flirt with me? Using a pickup line? She is amused. She assumed everyone from her school had seen Kenny and her kiss, or at least heard about it. I didn't think Jimmy would try anything after that. Oh, how wrong she was. Jimmy takes Wyan's reaction the wrong way, thinking he caught her attention, then goes for another pickup line. It's a good thing I have my library card, because I'm totally checking you out. Jimmy, I'm not interested. Wyan gently pulls her hand away, and her brows furrow. A soft frown sets on her face. Why? What? Why not? I treat you right. I'm sure you'd be a great boyfriend, just not for me. Then give me a chance. Wyan isn't sure what to say. She doesn't want to hurt the boy's feelings, but she already has a boyfriend when she's completely in love with. Kenny slides into the booth next to Wyan and wraps his arm around her waist, ignoring Jimmy's presence. He uses the other hand to grab Wyan's chin between his thumb and pointer finger, so she's looking at him instead. Sorry it took so long, sweetheart. Wyan's eyes fill with love and brighten up, seeing Kenny. His sly smirk makes her feel weak. Her stomach does flips, and a shy smile crosses her lips. Hi. Hi. Kenny chuckles at the effect he has on Wyan. He thought he would only ever see her look at him like... would only ever see her look at him like this in his dreams. It makes him unbelievably happy, and he feels like the luckiest guy in the world. Kenny? Jimmy starts, annoyed that Kenny interrupted them. I was talking to Wyan first. Kenny lets go of Wyan's chin and gives Jimmy the side eye. Sorry, but I don't think you were invited to our date. Date? Clyde slams his hands on the table, leaning towards Kenny. This catches the attention of everyone at the table. McCormick, how the hell did you score a girl like her? Last time I checked, you two were just friends. Wait, you two are dating? Wyan smiles sheepishly at Clyde and Jimmy, scratching the back of her neck. We've been together for over 3 months now. Dude, Clyde exclaims. You never stay with a girl this long. Kenny glares, not impressed with Clyde bringing up his topic of his exes in front of Wyan. He has been trying to avoid it as much as possible, not wanting her to compare herself to any of those girls. He moves his hands onto Wyan's shirt, just enough to rub soothing circles on her hips. Wyan is different. I actually care about her, dimwit, and I'm not letting her go. I'm not going anywhere. Kenny gives Wyan gives Kenny a kiss on the cheek. He has proven to her that he truly loves her. She isn't worried about being like any of Kenny's flings. Kenny smiles at the feeling of her lips on his cheek. Not that I would let you, Kenny whispers, half jokingly, half serious, making Wyan giggle. Sorry for hitting on your girl. I thought Wyan was single, Jimmy explains, hoping Kenny didn't try to kick his ass. Don't do it again, Kenny says, glaring into Jimmy's soul. Jimmy is quick to leave the booth and following and follow Clyde over to the booth Craig was sitting in. I'm sorry, Ken. I tried to tell him no, but he wasn't listening to me. Wyan turns away, feeling guilty. Kenny kisses Wyan's cheek. It's not your fault, sweetheart. Now let's go. Let's get studying over with so we can go to your place and relax. He winks at the girl, making her giggle. Kenny bends Wyan over the side of her bed so she's holding herself up with her elbows. His hands snake its way around her waist and inside her underwear. His middle finger rubs her over her slick folds and swirls around her clit. He is still feeling jealous and pissed off from watching Jimmy flirt with Wyan earlier. What better way to take his frustration out than sex with his gorgeous girlfriend? Kenny, Wyan pants out, already feeling breathless. They had only just walked into her room, and he was all over her. Not that she is complaining. She quite enjoys it. Kenny smirks at how easy it is to make her melt like ice. He makes quick work of his belt and jeans. His jeans and boxers drop to the floor, letting his cock press against her butt. Is anyone home right now? No, she moans out as Kenny harshly plunges 2 fingers inside of her. A knot forms in her stomach, twisting and coiling with every thrust of his fingers. Stands at Kyle's, and Mom and Dad are working. Kenny smirks at Wyan's stumbling over her words and is pleased to hear no one is home. Good, that means we don't have to worry about your mouth. Wyan's pants and underwear are on the floor in record time. She quickly kneels on the edge of her bed and spreading her legs. She can barely make out a oh I'm gonna shoot myself. I can't fucking read. She can barely make out the sound of the condom wrapper ripping open before Kenny feels her from behind, both hands on her hips, pounding into her without a warning. She sputters out a moan, both of her hands gripping the bed sheets. Kenny, fuck. Take my cock so well, sweetheart, Kenny praises. It was really a shock to discover her praise king. It wasn't really a shock to discover her praise king, but what was a shock was how rough she liked it. Mine's ass arched into Kenny, trying to match his rhythm, to take him deeper and harder. A loud groan leaves his lips while asking, "Who makes you feel this good?" "You do." Wyan practically screams in ecstasy. "Say my name." Kenny moves one hand inside Wyan's shirt and pushes her bra up, giving him full access to her boob. He squeezes them a few times before pinching the nipples between her fingers. "Oh my god, Kenny!" Wyan's vision starts to go fuzzy. But before she can release, Kenny fully pulls out of her. A whine of frustration leaves her lips. "Why'd you stop? I was so close." Kenny gives her legs a twist. Wyan grabs her legs to twist Wyan around and pin her to the bed. He quickly brings his cock to the hilt inside her again, enjoying the way her body spasms and mouth opens when he hits her cervix. The sight alone almost made him burst. One hand laced with Wyan of one hand laced with Wyan with one on Wyan's head, Wyan's hand, and the other rubbing circles on her clit, driving her wild. I want to see your face when you come. Now be a good girl and come for me. Kenny. Wyan wraps her legs around Kenny's hips and grips the bed sheets with her free hand. She sees stars as her orgasm rips through her body. She's a moaning, panting, trembling mess as Kenny speeds up the thrusting, approaching his own orgasm. Fuck. Kenny moans. As he finally comes, he pulls out of her after a moment, flopping on the bed next to YN. He wraps his arms around her shoulders, tucking her into his body and kissing her forehead. You're so perfect. How did I get so lucky? Is sex all I'm good for? YN teases, nuzzling her nose into Kenny's neck. Sweetheart, the explosive sex is just a bonus. Your amazing personality is what hooked me. Kenny grins. YN giggles softly, feeling worn out. Twerk. She gets out slowly, her legs feeling a bit shaky. She stands up to put her underwear back on and grabs a pair of black sweats from her closet. She puts them on, preferring something more comfortable to wear now. Turning towards Kenny, who is watching her intently with a droopy smile. I'm going to go use the bathroom. Want me to make food after? That would be great, Kenny answers, feeling his stomach rumble. At just the thought of food, he rubs his stomach sheepishly. YN gives him a closed-eyed smile and a small chuckle leaving her lips. Sounds good. Put your clothes back on and I'll meet you downstairs. You got it, sweetheart. YN giggles softly, reading the messages in her group chat from this morning. It's been 2 weeks since Stan and Wendy's wedding. Her and Kenny are off to tell both of their parents the exciting news that YN is pregnant. They decide YN's parents would be the first, since her dad is going to take it the hardest. They know her mom will be happy for them, so it's only Randy they're worried about. Kenny's mom will be ecstatic at the news, and his dad will be happy. To help clear her nerves about her dad's reaction, YN texts the girls the good news first. She couldn't hold it in anymore. Real hot girl shit. Guys, I have some important news. I have important news. Oh, I have important... What? Guys, I have an important public service announcement to make. I'm sorry, what the fuck did you just say? Important public service announcement. B in red. She got one word right, surprisingly. What's up? Spill the tea. I'm getting cold. Thumbs up, Heidi, and 2 others. Wendy, I'm going to be an aunt. Me, angry face, heart, Heidi, and 3 others. Me, I'm pregnant. YN, heart emoji. Wendy, 3 others. Me, Wendy. Oops, finger slipped. Oh my god, no way. I call God Mom. Congratulations on fucking McCormick. We knew you could do it. Crying, laughing emoji. B and Wendy. Nicole, congratulations. I'm happy for you both. Heidi. Wait, I want to be the God Mom. Thumbs down emoji. B. Heidi, bitch. Middle finger emoji. Me, thanks guys. You have 4 months. You have 4 months. Fight to the death over. Who? God Mom. God Mom. Go. Wendy crying. Wendy in red crying face emoji. You're already 5 months along. Yes, ma'am. Damn girl. Really left us in the dark. I see how it is. Middle finger emoji. Ken and I just found out 2 weeks ago. My Dobby waited. My Dobby waited to tell me. Body. Oh, body. Body waited to tell me. Jeez, for someone smart, you have terrible spelling. Forgiven. You're still a bitch, though. Kissy face emoji. Red heart. Me, a dyslexic honor. Oh, a dyslexic one. Crying face emoji. Wine chuckles. These girls have never failed to cheer her up. Kenny keeps one hand on the steering wheel. His other moves to rest Ryan's thigh. What's she laughing about? Texting the girls. Ryan looks up from her phone to stare at her handsome fiancé. She gets lost, studying his features, taking him all in. His beautiful golden blonde hair, his gorgeous violet eyes, and the stupidly hot smirk on his lips. Kenny and Ryan will be announcing that they're now engaged. She wanted to wait to tell her parents in person, and he agreed with her, like he does with everything else. Ryan casually drops the bomb off in the group chat. Also, image, I'm engaged. Wendy, heart emoji, and 4 others. Her phone begins to vibrate nonstop for a few seconds. She snickers, watching everyone freak out at once. Girl, oh my god, oh my god! B changes the group chat to Ryan's wedding party. Red, damn girl, not giving us time to breathe before dropping another bomb. What the fuck? Heidi, what? I'm so happy for you. Wendy, Stan said he was going to ask you. Happy for you. He was going to ask you. Happy for you. Heart emoji. Red, also congratulations. Nicole, congratulations again. Kenny grins, glancing at his girl for a moment. I'm guessing they took it well. Bebe and Heidi are fighting over who gets to be godmom and maid of honor. Kenny chuckles. I'm glad they took it well. Who are you gonna choose? They can choose between the two of them for godmom. I already know I want your sister to be my maid of honor. Ryan smiles, sheepishly running a hand through her hair. Kenny grins, squeezing her thigh. Karen will be so happy. Thank you for including her. Of course, she's basically my little sister already, and she's important to you. That makes her important to me. Ryan sets her hand on top of Kenny's, placing her fingers between his. You are amazing. Ryan praises fondly. He didn't think it was possible that he could fall any harder for this woman, but she impresses him every single day. Pulling onto Ryan's old street, Kenny remembers where they are headed. He clutches his hand over the steering wheel. I hope your parents are going to react well. My parents are going to be happy for us, I promise. Ryan squeezes Kenny's hand in reassurance. Your dad hates me. Ryan gives his hand a light squeeze. He doesn't hate you. He's just really protective of me and Shelley. Kenny steers the car into the driveway, putting the car in park. He let out a deep breath and a frown forming on his lips. You didn't see the way he looked at me. He was so excited for Stan and egging him on. Then he looked at me in disappointment. He doesn't think I'm good enough for you. Kenny rubs his thumb smoothly over on Ryan's thigh. He runs a free hand through his hair. I know it's true. That's why I'm working twice as hard to take good care of you and giving you everything you need and want. You are good to me. Ryan cuts Kenny off, cupping his face with both hands. She turns him to face her and wipes her thumb back and forth gently. This is our relationship. That means it's between you and me. No one else, especially not our parents. I say you're good enough for me, and that's all that matters, okay? Kenny cracks a smile, leaning his forehead against hers. He gently cups her cheek, pulling her into a soft kiss. You never cease to amaze me, sweetheart. It's cease, babe. Wine cracks snickering. Wine winks at her. Yeah, that too. Alright, hotshot, let's get this over with. Wine playfully swats Kenny's shoulder to get out of the car and shut her door. Kenny laughs in response, taking the keys out of the ignition. He locks the car and catches up with Wyan. He stands next to her as she rings the doorbell. Without thinking, he moves his arms back and lets the palm of his hand make a sharp contact with her butt. Wyan yelps, feeling a stinging sensation on her butt, hearing his snicker. She already knows what happened. Kenneth! Sorry. Kenny half-assed an apology. He's failing at keeping his laugh in, his shoulders shaking slightly. You are a child. Wyan bites her tongue to hold back her smile. Even when he's being an idiot, she loves him. Let's see how much of a child do you think I am when I make you scream tonight. Kenny is cut off by the front door opening. Wyan's face flushed and her body feels warm, realizing she's in trouble tonight. In a good way, of course. Oh, Wyan, Kenny, what a surprise. Sharon greets. She opens the door wider for them. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Wyan steps forward, giving her mom a big hug. She pulls away, slipping her shoes and coat off. I'm doing great. How are you two? Kenny smiles, giving Sharon a small hug and greeting after Wyan. We're fantastic. He takes his shoes and jacket off as well. Wyan giggles at Kenny's statement. She has never seen him happier when she told him she was pregnant and when she said yes to marrying him. She feels so lucky to have this loving boy in her life. Ken and I wanted to talk to you and Dad about something. Is he home? Sharon nods, rolling her eyes. Yeah, he's still sleeping. I'll go wake him up. Kenny checks the time on his phone, 2:28 p.m. Wyan sighs. He'll never change. She turns to Kenny and smiling at him. You got this. Kenny takes a deep breath, smiling at her. So do you. A few minutes later, Sharon walks down the stairs. Randy follows after her, still in his pajamas. I was sleeping, Sharon. Ignore your father. Sharon mutters under her breath. Drunken idiot. Wyan chuckles, watching her dad stumble into the living room. He plops on the couch, crossing his arms. This better be good. I was having the best dream of my life. Sharon groans, sitting beside her husband. She places a hand on his knee, calming him down. Okay, what's going on, hon? You said you needed to talk to us? Wyan and Kenny move to stand in front of the couch, in between the coffee table, between the two couples. Wyan grins excitedly to share the happy news. She decides to go with the easier of the two. Well, Kenny and I are engaged now, she exclaims, holding up her hand to show off the ring. The ring is a simple silver band with small sapphires in the middle. Kenny wanted to get something unique, but he still kept it simple. Congratulations, I'm happy for you. Sharon stands up, holding out her hand to see the ring. She smiles at her daughter. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? Wyan agrees, her eyes shining. He's so good to me. He is. Sharon steps around the table, giving her daughter a tight hug. She pulls back, giving her an ounce to look over. Have you been gaining weight? Mom! Sorry, Randy blinks in shock. You're engaged? Yes, Dad, I'm marrying Kenny. Wyan explains, smiling earnestly. Kenny smiles lovingly at his future wife, the woman carrying their baby. He can't wait for her to take his last name and be a true family. He will take care of these two until his last breath. Sharon crosses his arms, smiling softly at Kenny. She can tell how much he loves Wyan, but the way he looks at her, she has no doubts that his boy is... She has no doubts that his boy is her one and only. Randy stutters. Sharon groans. God damn it, Randy. Tell them congratulations and say you're happy for them. Congratulations. Randy is in shock at the news. His little girl is getting married. See, was that so hard? Thanks, Dad. Wyan smiles sheepishly, stepping closer to Wyan, wrapping her arms around his and grabbing his hand. Thank you. Kenny clears his throat, scratching the back of his neck using his free hand. There's actually more. Please don't say. Kenny mutters. Randy mutters out, fearing what his daughter is about to say. Kenny squeezes Wyan's hand and rubbing his thumb soothingly. She squeezes his hand back, feeling confident. I'm pregnant. Wyan squeals excitedly. Kenny and I are having a baby. Sharon gasps. You're pregnant? Pregnant? Randy cries, holding his hand to his face. She's not even married yet. Wyan nods her head, smiling. You're gonna be grandparents. Sharon pulls Wyan into another hug, rocking them side to side. Oh, Randy, we're gonna be grandparents. Isn't that exciting? He had sex with her, Sharon. Randy informs his wife in shock. Sharon pulls away from his daughter and sighs, fed up with her husband. She holds a hand to her forehead, feeling a headache form. Yes, Randy, that is how babies are made. Oh my god, Dad! Ryan turns to Kenny, who is trying to hold back his laughter. I'm so sorry about him. He is something else. Kenny cracks, snickering. Ryan nods in agreement. Oh yeah, she turns back to her dad, giving him a mellow smile. I know you were excited about Stan having kids. Why can't you be excited for me? She frowns, guilting him. Randy groans softly, knowing she has a point. Yeah, well, you're my little girl. And I always will be. I just have room in my heart for 3 boys instead of 2. You and Stan will always be important to me. Kenny just loves me in a way you two can't. Wayne explains gently to her father. Understood? Randy sighs, mumbling. Okay. Wayne hugs her dad. I love you. Randy glares at Kenny. You only get one chance. Hurt my daughter and I'll kick your ass. Randy! Sharon scolds at the same time. Wayne screams, Dad! Kenny holds his hands up in surrender, a little nervous. Understood, sir. Randy turns back to Wayne, laying both hands on her shoulder. Listen, if he ever puts his hands on you, he won't. Or does anything else to you, you tell me, got it? Wayne sighs, knowing there's no way out of this. Yes, Dad. Good. Now, Randy says seriously, is it a girl or a boy? We don't know the gender yet, Kenny answers, when his hand Wyan stands there speechless. We want it to wait until the baby is born. Oh no, come on! Randy whines, shaking Wyan's shoulders and putting her back to reality. I need to know if I'm having a grandson or granddaughter. We have to respect the mother and the father's decision, Sharon reminds her husband. But Sharon, I need to know! Wyan can't help but laugh at her dad's antics. I really want to wait. Sorry. This isn't fair. Does the gender matter? Wyan asks, crossing her arms. You gonna love one gender more than the other? Rennie pauses. Well, no, I just need to know. Kenny chuckles, watching her with her Wyan with her family. They may be dysfunctional, but that's what makes it special. Kenny pulls out his phone, texting the group chat the news as well. He supposedly deserve to know. Boys' eyes only. Boys, I have something revolutionary to tell you. What's up, Ken? I am kind of surprised that you know that word. I bet you're gonna say he's pro again. Middle finger emoji, me. Hurry up, dude. I want to say mine next. This is my business. Fuck off. Wyatt, your spelling is horrendous. Yeah, but I'm getting married, so suck it. Wyatt agreed to be my wife. I'm getting on my knees. I'd get on my knees for her, if you know what I mean. Ew, dude, that's my sister. Jesus, fuck, stop. We don't want to hear about what you two get up to in the bathroom. Another stupid ass wedding. Who said you're invited? And I'm gonna be a dad. Wendy is bitch and Jew heart. Me, dad. Correction, me, dad. The fuck you mean I'm not invited? Wendy's bitch. I'm gonna be an uncle. Congratulations to the both of you. Thanks, guys. Oh my goodness. Ho's making more poor people. He's knocked up the hippie's sister. Shut up, the fuck up, fat ass. Don't call me fat, you stupid Jew. Kenny grins, happy the guys took it well. Kyle took it well, and Stan already knew. Cartman was just Cartman. He pockets his phone, turning his attention back to his beautiful fiancée. Wayne is hugging her dad again, who is now crying for some reason. She's patting his back, whispering, You're fine, Dad. My baby girl is growing up so fast. Randy blurbers, I don't want you to grow up. Sharon grabs her husband, making him sit back down on the couch. Don't hang off of her. She's pregnant, remember? Right. Randy sniffles. We would love to stay, but we have dinner plans with Kenny's parents soon. Wyan scratches the back of her neck. Sharon nods. Of course, hun. She stands up, giving her daughter one last hug. Take care. She moves to give Kenny a goodbye hug. She whispers to him, be good to her. Kenny nods and smiles and nods. I promise. Wyan gives her dad a goodbye hug, smiling at him. Love you, Dad. Love you too, sweetie. And Randy stands up, staring at Kenny. He holds his hand. Kenny takes it, shaking it. You take excellent care of her. Got it? Kenny grins proudly. With my life. Wyan sits on the couch with Karen and let her on her left and Kenny on her right. He has an arm wrapped around her, rubbing soothing circles on her hip. Dinner just finished, and now everyone is gathered in the living room to hang out. Thank you guys for coming over. It's nice to see all of my babies home at the same time. Carol gushes, smiling at everyone. She is standing next to Stuart, who is sitting in his lazy boy chair with a beer in his hand. I'm only here for the free dinner, Kevin mumbles jokingly. He sat on the floor in front of Kenny, leaning back on the palm of his hands with his legs straight out in front of him. Stuart points a finger at Kevin, scolding him. Don't you upset your mother now. So, Wyan and I have something to tell you all, Kenny announces, catching everyone's attention. Stuart cocks a brow. What'd you do now, boy? Tell them, Kenny. Karen encourages her older brother with a large smile. How come Karen already knows? Kevin questions, not really caring either way. Kenny ignores his brother, grinning proudly. Proudly, Wyan agreed to marry me. Karen squeals excitedly. Oh my gosh, you're gonna be my big sis for reals. She pulls Wyan towards her face, looking over the engagement ring on the older girl's finger. Wow, so pretty. I'm already your big sister, Karen. Wyan pulls Karen into a tight hug. Oh, congratulations, you guys. Karen walks over, hugging Wyan and then Kenny. You found yourself a pretty good girl. Kevin nods approvingly, smirking. Nice. Kenny returns his brother's smirk and nods. I know, I hit the jackpot, didn't I? Ow! Wyan elbows Kenny in the side lightly, muttering, Idiot. Stuart grins at his son, raising his beer can in a small cheer. Don't know how your dumbass did it, but you got a good woman. Don't fuck it up. He turns to look at Wyan in the eye. Don't put up with his bullshit either. Put him in his damn place if he's not treating you right. Or I will. Wyan smiles, giggling softly. He has been nothing but good to me. Kenny grins smugly. Of course I treat her right. I'm not giving her a reason to leave me. Wyan leans into him, kissing his cheek. You're doing a great job. Who's going to be maid of honor? Karen questions timidly. Wyan turns to Karen, taking both of the young girl's hands in her own. That leads me to my question. Do you still want to be my maid of honor? Really? Kenny's eyes get Kenny? Oh my fucking god. Karen's eyes get glossy and when Wyan nods her head. Oh my gosh, yes! Kenny watches the two most important girls in his life talking excitedly about the wedding. It makes him incredibly happy seeing them so close. Wyan giggles teasingly, catching Kenny's stare on her. Are you forgetting something, babe? Kenny's eyes soften. What could I possibly be forgetting, sweetheart? Wyan chuckles and grabs his hands and gently places her hand on his stomach. The action doesn't go unnoticed by everyone in the room. No way! Kevin mumbles. Kenny's eyes shine with excitement and pride. He was so excited about announcing their engagement, he almost forgot what most excited about. He boasts, I'm gonna be a dad. I'm gonna be an aunt? Karen squeals, beyond happy with these news. She can't wait to meet her niece or nephew. Carol's eyes welled up with tears, thrilled at the thought of becoming a grandma, having a little baby around again without having to be the one to raise it. I see. Kenny starts teasingly. He snaps his fingers like he solved a crime. You trapped her. That's why she agreed to marry you. Kevin, we don't say that shit like we don't say shit like that to the family, even if it is true. Stuart scolds his oldest son. I did not. Kenny defends himself. I brought the ring along before I knew she was pregnant. How long are you? How far along are you? Karen asked, trying to get the boys to not fight. 20 weeks, or 5 months. Wyan answers. Carol gushes over Wyan. Oh, let me know if there's anything I can do to help out. Dear, Stuart and I are always here if you two need a hand. Wyan smiles gratefully. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. Of course, dear, your family. Carol pulls Wyan into a long hug. Do you guys know the gender? Karen asks, kicking her feet excitedly. Kenny chuckles. We're waiting. Karen nods understandingly. Can I help you choose the name for each gender? Or do you want a gender-neutral name? Wyan sits back down and grins at Karen's enthusiasm. Maybe gender-neutral. And yes, you can totally help me. Wendy helped me think of a few names too. Carol walked around the table and standing beside Kenny. She puts her arms around his neck and tugs his ear close to her mouth. Listen up and listen good. You treat this girl perfect. You got that? She is a saint for putting up with all your bullshit throughout the years. Don't screw it up. Got it, Ma. Attaboy. Carol lets go of Kenny, patting him on the back. Congratulations. You two will be good parents. Kevin smirks at Kenny. Can't wait to teach the little guy all the fun games we used to play as kids, Ken. Yeah, no, you won't. Kenny glares at his brother, not letting his brother put his kid through some of the fucked up shit they did as kids. Actually, you're not allowed alone with him. You think it's a him? Wyan asks, placing a hand on her stomach. They have been using gender-neutral terms the whole time. This was the first time he's said him. Do you want a boy? She looks at Kenny timidly when he steps next to her. She's not scared of Kenny, but has watched too many baby daddies freakouts on TikTok where the dads freak out when the gender isn't the gender they wanted. Kenny brushes the hair out of Wyan's face, smiling at her. Boy or girl, I love our baby no matter what. He reassures her. Wyan lets out a breath, smiling. Okay, good. Simp, Kevin teases. Kenny flips off his brother and leans down, pressing a kiss on Wyan's forehead. He wraps his arms around Wyan's waist, hugging her close. He cannot wait for the two of the most important days of his life to happen, the birth of their baby and their wedding day. Well, guys, that's the end of Best Friends, like, for real. These were both of the bonus chapters, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know how they, like, actually fit in to the story. How I'm kind of guessing is that the first chapter we read was how the baby was conceived, and then it's the ending of, like, the finale of Best Friends, like, those last two that last chapter, and then this last chapter we just read. Like, they're all kind of, like, mixed around, but I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and again, so sorry for the really short Mine finale. I did not realize it was going to be so short. If I knew, part 7 would have been the last chapter, but, love you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be starting Forever soon, so good afternoon, evening, and night. I love you guys so much. Please make sure to eat something, drink some water, and take your meds if you need to. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!